we're here with another edition of The Holidays Are Coming. And tonight I want to share with you this really neat recipe for an instant vanilla chai latte mix. And you can jar it up or put it in a tin or put it in a bag and put it in a mug. And it's a nice little gift, like if you have an office gift exchange, or maybe you want to do something nice for the neighbors, or maybe you have a friend who just really likes expensive coffee drinks, and this is a nice way to give them something nice that is kind of special. And it's really easy to make, and for those of us who have food storage, a lot of this stuff you probably already have in your food storage, with the exception of maybe one or two things that you may have to go out of your way to get, but none of it is expensive and it makes a ton. So let's see what's in this. I'm going to put this together in my mixer bowl, and then I'm going to use my balloon whisk attachment just to get a good mix on this. So what goes into this is, and I'm just going to open these up as I go. This is instant dry milk powder, and each one of these packets is a cup. So you want 2 cups of instant dry milk powder. Okay, there you go. And then you're going to want 1 package of instant vanilla pudding. And put that in there. Then I need 1/3 of a cup of brown sugar. So let's get my, whoopsie, my measuring cups are flying everywhere. Alright, brown sugar, let's see here. Excuse me, honey, I need to get a spoon. Alright. Break it up a little bit. Let's see if I can shake it in there. And it's okay if that goes over a little. I mean, that's good. All right. Then we have 2 cups. Let's see, where am I? I have to look at the recipe that I wrote down. 2 cups of powdered sugar. And this is, listen, this isn't brain surgery. We're not baking. It doesn't need to have to be scientifically accurate. 2 cups, oops, okay, of instant, I'm sorry, this is powdered non-dairy coffee creamer. And I just busted the top. Alright, let's see how this pours. Well, it pours pretty good. I never buy this. I don't use it. But since the recipe called for it, and I understand why the recipe called for it, I also have a recipe for instant cocoa mix that calls for this, and this is a nice thing to have for making mixes because it makes things like this drink. It'll make really creamy and smooth and unctuous and delicious, and it'll be really rich and flavorful. This, along with the instant dry milk, you're going to really enjoy this. It'll be like going to one of your expensive coffee houses and getting a chai latte. Okay, so that's that. And 2 cups of instant unsweetened tea. Now, this is what you want. This is unsweetened. And this is not expensive. This was like $2. Now, I also have another recipe that my mom used to make when I was growing up for Russian tea, instant Russian tea, and it's like an orange spice tea, and you make it with this type of tea, tang, and cinnamon and cloves, and I'm thinking about doing that for you guys too. But I don't want to do too many of the same things, but you know, can we really have too many ideas? I'm pretty sure not. Okay, so we've got our milk, our brown sugar, our coffee creamer, our powdered sugar, our instant tea, and our pudding mix is all in there. Now, the recipe called for cinnamon, allspice, nutmeg, cloves, ginger, and cardamom. Well, I'm just going to use pumpkin pie spice and cardamom because there's no cardamom in this. I'm going to use 2 tablespoons, yes, I said 2 tablespoons, of pumpkin pie spice because chai latte is all about the spice. And then we're going to make it a real chai by using the cardamom. And I'm going to use 1 teaspoon of cardamom. And if you don't, or if you're not familiar with cardamom, it's this delicious Eastern smelling. It's just, oh, it's lemony and citrusy and musky, and it's just wonderful. So, all of our ingredients are in the pot. And I'm going to put it over here on my mixer. Thusly. We're just going to blend it. I figured this was easier than standing here and stirring it. And that'll blend it really well. Don't put it on too high because then you'll get powdered sugar all over your kitchen. I'm going to go and I'm going to let this mix for just a minute. When it's all done, I'll come right back. Okay, our chai latte tea mix is all done. And I'm going to come over here and I'm going to do one extra step that the recipe didn't really call for. And you don't have to do this, but I think I'd like to do it. It mixed up really nice. But you know, that instant dry milk powder is kind of lumpy. So I think I'm going to run it through the food processor just to break it up and make it nice and smooth. So let's see how that does. I'm going to probably do this in batches, but like about that much at a time. Let's just let it run for a second. See what that looks like. Ooh, that's much smoother. And it smells positively wonderful. Oh, that's really nice. And like I said, I don't think it's necessary, but I'm kind of anal when it comes to presentation. So this is a personal preference. If you don't want to do this, if you don't have a food processor, it's certainly not necessary. Now I need one more large bowl. Ooh. Let's see here. On another bowl. Oh, this smells lovely. There you go. Like I said, you can put this in a canning jar. I put everything in canning jars, you know. Or you could put it in a mug and give it. The ratio for this is 2 teaspoons of mix to 1 8-ounce mug of hot water, and stir and enjoy. So I'm going to leave it at that because I told you before I am going to do a packaging video and show you some ideas of how to package up all of the things that we've been preparing. So I'm going to save the packaging of this for later. So Vanilla Chai Latte Mix, a great gift. I hope you give it a try, and until next time, happy gift